Hey there, YouTube fans, how you going? This is take 2. I have to film this again. Okay, I'll try to remember what I said earlier. Now, from the title, you should read that I'm having a crash and my GP diagnosed me with chronic fatigue syndrome. And I'm going to go off and see a rheumatologist to get that confirmed and reviewed. But I mean, I'm pretty well showing signs of something that is pretty well presenting as chronic fatigue syndrome, especially since I've got post-exertional malaise this morning. Now, what I said earlier before I had the sound problems, I'll try and put this camera on my stomach. Here we go. Sorry about the very unflattering camera angle, but I'm wasted. Alright, so about 3 weeks ago, I was in hospital, guys, and I had infective colitis. And they pumped me full of IV antibiotics, and I spent a night or so in hospital, and then they came here at home, and I had a nurse give me IV antibiotics, and then I had also oral antibiotics. Anyway, since then, I haven't felt the same again. Like, I felt worse. I felt some kind of crash. And so I'm trying to start a new job. And I hope that I can do it, because if I can't, I don't. It's almost like you can't do anything with this illness, which is possible. But for now, I'm forced to work. I don't have a choice in the matter, which is really unfair to people with this illness, because it's so hard to get a diagnosis and to get any help with this illness, from the government or whomever. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. All right. So what are my symptoms today? Have a slight headache and my neck hurts. My body has aches and pains, the stiffness in the muscles. My brain is like overtired. It's like I didn't sleep at all, despite the fact that I did have very good sleep last night, by the way, for me anyway, several hours. I went to bed at about 11, woke up at about 6 or 7, then went to bed again. So I had a decent amount of sleep for me. But I feel absolutely terrible. I'm supposed to do a couple of hours of training today. I'll see if I can do that later on. I noticed that at 7 o'clock at night I had been feeling better. That has not been the case. I've still felt bad all day lately, and as I said, I'm trying to start a new job. The ironic thing is it seems like the mental stuff, so mental training just on a Zoom call, seems to be more fatiguing than the physical stuff, like getting on a treadmill at the gym. I didn't feel this bad after the gym. It's like mental stuff, doing mental stuff seems to be worse today. That's one thing I was quite surprised about. Bit of sinusitis, but I've had sulfites hidden in food. After this training the other day, I had a cherry ripe chocolate bar, candy bar, and I didn't see in there. It contains coconut. And some of these shredded coconuts, they've got sulfites in them. Because I woke up after that and I was thinking, why have I got such bad sinusitis? When did I have sulfites? What the hell did I eat differently? And there it was, very plain as day on the packet, sulfites in the cherry ripe. Just a small bar too. And there's sulfites in my my L-carnitine tablets. So that was the other thing. I read that if you can take L-carnitine for chronic fatigue, I'm trying acetyl-carnitine, and that one's a bit more for the brain. And then there's levocarnitine tartrate for the energy production. So, of course, it hasn't done anything yet. Check with your doctor if you wanted to try that. And, I'm just going to see what happens with that. It's worth a try anyway. I was able to get that here locally at the chemist's warehouse, the carnitine. It's a bodybuilder supplement, so allegedly a fat-burning supplement. Yeah, so... Oh, my neck hurts. Anyway, I can't think of what else I said in that video. I'm just trying to think, guys, sorry. I probably mentioned that I have a bit of brain fog, and this is an ironic thing, and this is textbook chronic fatigue, is that you go to bed tired and you wake up tired, and I feel rotten today. I can't think of anything else that I said, besides the fact that I have done a lot of research lately on chronic fatigue syndrome, and you're probably going to get a few more videos from me about that soon as I feel a bit better. My weight was up this morning, but yesterday I was 141 kilograms, and then today I'm over 143. It's like 143.3, but I had a lot of salt. I had a bit of fish and chips, a small amount of chips, because I didn't have time yesterday with all the training and meetings. And salt actually helps people with chronic fatigue. Apparently, it helps you increase your blood volume if you drink with it. So salt seems to be helping. Anyway, so yeah, a bit heavier today on the scale, which is understandable given that I'd be holding water. And I may be repeating myself, but forgive me because my memory is shot. I just want to say what I did before this, why I'm feeling so bad, is I may have said this, and forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but because I can't remember. I did one video and the sound was really bad, and so I'm just kind of repeating that video now as best as I can. But anyway, there was a couple of hours like online Zoom, and then the next day there was the medicine training for a couple of hours online, and then this is yesterday, so a couple of hours yesterday for online training, and I felt really bad after that, and it was very difficult and painful to sit on that chair in front of a computer. My whole body ached and my brain was completely overloaded. That's right, that's good. And then it's good that I remembered, and then I had to go quickly have some lunch. That was when I had the fish and chips, by the way. And then I had to have a meeting with the new boss, and it was called induction. And so that was another couple of hours. And so I'm just wasted. I'm wasted today. I think, I had to go to the shops to get that L-carnitine yesterday as well, but that was just a quick, brisk walk. But anyway, my hand hurts too, my joints. I've got like arthritis or something in the joints there. The joints hurt in that hand. So those are my symptoms, and I'll quickly just go over it, and then I'll end this video. But my body is aching. I can hardly breathe. I'm short of breath. I can hardly speak. I have a bit of a headache. My neck hurts, probably from staring at the computer at that angle, to be honest. Brain fog, brain overtired. Very low on energy, very fatigued, as you can hear in my voice. So that's, for me, that's what a crash looks like. I'm going to try and get up soon because I got stuff to do, but what they tell us to do, and check with your doctor before you do anything, is to pace yourself. So I've got to clean up that kitchen. um, and that's one of my tasks for today whenever I get to do it. And I need to try and do another couple hours. I've got 2 weeks allegedly to do about 15 hours of online training for the new job. And I did discuss with the new boss that I am qualified and I am experienced. So I did say that's going to take me a while to do that. And I did explain my flare-up of chronic fatigue, which she was concerned about, which is fair enough. So again, we're going to try and pace myself with that as well. Do limited hours for now. All right, guys. Well, that's what it looks like to some poor devil that has chronic fatigue syndrome. And I hope this helps somebody. If you got it or you suspect you've got it, go and see your GP and do your research. And I'll try to share what information I learned. There doesn't seem to be a cure. There are some off-label treatments, which I did do a video actually. One of my previous videos, have a look at my channel, please subscribe. I did talk about what they're trying. There are lots of trials. One thing that's going to help us if you do have this is there are people out there with long COVID symptoms, right? So they have the virus and they get over the virus and they feel like us, or feel like people who have chronic fatigue. What you're going to find, you watch, this is what's going to happen. They're going to pour a lot more money into long COVID because there's going to be a lot more people than us probably to have it. And apparently we may benefit from that research, that it may be one and the same animal, right? That post viral fatigue, which is basically what that is probably the same thing as chronic fatigue syndrome, at least one etiology of why it happens. I'll say it again, my theories with me is it could have been the surgery that I had for cancer, it could have been the chemo that I had for cancer like 9-10 years ago, or it could be the metals in my titanium shoulder and stomach now, cobalt, cobalt, chromium and titanium, those are the main ones, could be leaching ions into my body, and then my body attacks it as a foreign invader, and then I get all these symptoms. That is possible according to some research. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I got stuff to do if I can try and get out of bed. I hate staying in bed all day. It's not me. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to donate to the poor Ukrainian kids with Save the Children Australia. The link is in another video that I've done. And I'll try and link it in this video one day, but I don't promise it. But please see my other videos. I've done videos on Ukraine, so have a look at that. Hey, take care, guys. God bless. Teacher Sal out.